Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Tammie Polk, and I am excited to be here for the Soars Virtual Summit and to share a little bit about what Soars means to me. Now, when I looked at the topic, I decided to turn the word Soars into an acronym. Grab a pencil and paper. This is going to be good. The S in Soars signifies the fact that she sticks to what she knows, but she remains teachable. All of us have problems, predicaments, and situations in our lives that we solve according to the things that we know and the things that we have experienced. Howsoever, there comes a time in our lives when we have to lean on the tips, tools, and strategies found in others. When a woman doesn't have a teachable spirit, she is going to suffer both personally and professionally. And it can be hard to recover from because sticking to what you know will only get you so far. There will come a time where you will need a friend, family member, loved one, church member, someone who is able to push, press, stretch, and challenge you to reach the true solution to your problem, to find the root cause of it, and to help you avoid falling into that same pattern or pitfall in the future. That is the S. The O is that she opens herself up to learning new and different things while also learning to organize herself, her thoughts, and her plans. Now, that is a mouthful, so I will break these up into two separate points. Opening yourself up to learning new and different things is very important, especially in this digital tech-driven society that we live in. Things like email marketing, text messaging, social media, showing up on social media, showing your face on social media, branding, marketing, or just simply saying good morning can be a challenge for a lot of women. However, we will go back to the S and think that sticking to what we know trumps learning new and different things, but it doesn't. On a personal note, we learn from our families, our kids, our doctors, and other people's situations as to how we need to handle something that we're either already going through or something that we are headed towards. And the new and different thing that is presented to us could keep us from starving or dying if we learn to use it effectively. Professionally, we learn new and different things every single day. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or you are an entrepreneur, things change by the hour. There is always a new version of something. There is always an update of something. There is always a new app that does things better than the app that we have stuck to because we know it well. You have to be able to pivot to stay on top of your mission and your message professionally. Now, in order to do that, you have to organize yourself your thoughts, and your plans. And the best way that I can describe this is we also, despite this tech-driven world, have to write things down. I was engaged in a social media conversation just a couple of days ago where a lady asked if she was alone in the fact that she still wrote things down and that she had a notebook for everything. And I told her that no, ma'am, you are not alone. I am the same way. I get excited for back to school sales because I know that I can get 25 to 30 spiral notebooks for little of nothing. And then I make sure that I get equal numbers of all colors available. Then I have a color coding system that I use that will correspond to those notebooks. So writing things down is a way of organizing yourself, your thoughts, and your plans while you are learning new and different things. Anything can happen to a screenshot. Anything can happen to a recording. Pen and paper are going to outlive us all. You also want to have a good planner. Now, a lot of people will say, oh my gosh, I'm not a planner person. Keeping up with it just freaks me out. Then start small. Start with using the calendar in your phone. I don't care if it is for a doctor's appointment, one of your kids' school events, anything like that. Start by putting it in your phone as an appointment, and then you can graduate to putting it in a planner. I need to keep going. The A means that she applies what she learns while making sure it aligns to her goals and vision. One thing that I am known for saying is that everybody's blueprint is not meant for you to follow. It is okay to admire people, to be inspired by people, but you have to be careful to not allow shiny object syndrome to take you out and to take you down. You don't always have to have the biggest, the best, and the brightest right off the bat. Start where you are and make a plan to get to where you want to be. And in doing that, ask yourself the tough question. Ask yourself, does this really align with the goals and the vision that I have for my life, faith, family, ministry, education, business, and career? Just because it sounds good doesn't mean that it is going to align. And that takes us right into the R. Remembering who she is, whose she is, who has helped her, who has left her, where she's come from, and where she's headed. Your whole life stems around everything that I just said. Knowing who you are as a woman is paramount to everything. Because if you don't know who you are as a woman first and foremost, nothing else matters. Knowing your identity in Christ as a believer is the next step. Understanding that you were fearfully and wonderfully made, that God doesn't make junk, and that He did not make a mistake when He created you. Remember those who have helped you along the way. A lot of us like to call ourselves self-made, or we pulled ourselves up from our bootstraps. Remember the people who talked you through, who prayed you through, who shared things with you for you to get to where you are. You did not get there by yourself. Not completely. Remembering who has left you. You need to pay attention. Yes, people are in our lives for a reason, a season, a lesson, a blessing, or a lifetime. But those who leave you, pay attention to why, how, and what happened next. Remember where you come from. This is something that a lot of people like to forget. However, it will come up more than you know. And it is an integral part of your story that you should not run from or try to get rid of. And finally, remember where you're headed. There are going to be some character building days where you are going to feel like you're not making a difference, an impact, income, or anything at all. But it is in those lean times where you realize just how strong you are and how strong God created you to be. Which flows us right into the final S. She stops at nothing to get to where she wants to be, but knows when to pause. It is okay to take a nap. It is okay to take a break. The world is not going to crumble because you take a minute, hour, day, week, or month to yourself. I shut down every year around the second week of July until the day after Labor Day, simply because, well, I need to. That is my time to revise, revamp, refocus, and change what's needed. This is the time where I look over my entire year, what worked, what didn't, and what do I need to implement now. So that is what She Soars means to me. I do hope that I have been a help and a blessing to you. And I pray God's absolute best for you as you listen to the other speakers during this time. Remember to start soaring and keep soaring. Hopefully, we will meet again soon.